In this class, we will learn how to write a file into FTP server. I am going to make use of the same file server which we had used in our previous class with the help of FTP connection. So I have exposed this integration, that is demo FTP write file new integration, which I have created over the REST endpoint. The input message it is getting is this type, that is a JSON message, and in the response we are having this response. I will quickly walk you through the wizard. Click on edit, click on next. Here the endpoint will be /file and the HTTP method is post. This is one more method how we can expose our RESTful services. I hope you already know all those terminologies related to RESTful services. I am check marking over here request payload because I am exposing this REST API to accept the message or the input in the body, and in the response I am sending that success message. If you click on next, it will ask to provide the sample JSON sample over here, like how we have provided in the response until now in this course. That's it. I am closing this. Next, I am trying to make an invocation to the FTP connection as we are trying to write the file. I will name this as write file to FTP server. Click on next. Here in the operation, we need to select the write file, select the ASCII as we are having a file in ASCII characters. So if you want to write a binary files like the image file, video file, you can go for a binary option as well. So here I am going to name this something like sequence.csv. All those things we can overwrite in the mapper. Rest of the things I am leaving as default as of now. Click on next. I am trying to upload the sample CSV over here. Click on this drag and drop and select the sample CSV. So for this use case, I am trying to generate the same CSV file which we had created in our previous class. That is, the CSV file will have an employee number, name and the salary. So inline I have created this integration to accept this array of data, that is name, employee number and the salary. So once you uploaded the sample CSV, I will provide what will be our record set name and the record name, comma, and I will make everything as optional, and I will make this as mandatory, that is the employee number. Click on next. Once done, click on done. Click on save. Next we will pass the or map the input from this message to this invocation, that is to write the file. Click on the edit, expand the record set, expand the record. In the request wrapper we need to expand the items. Here map item to record, okay, then map employee number to employee number, name to name and salary to salary. If you are having n number of employees, this will loop over n number of employees and it will map the details in the file. Let me just minimize this. If you expand this outbound FTP header, here you can provide the directory and the file name where it has to write the file. Now in the directory, I will just create a node and provide that directory over here, that is /home/users. That's it. Click on validate and close this. In the file name, if you want, we can override this. I will keep default which we have used while creating the configuration for invocation. Click on validate the mapper, go back. If the file name we don't define in the mapper, it will consider whatever you have provided over here in the invocation wizard. That is, we had provided sample %sequence%.csv. Now click on the editor mapper for the response of this integration. So we had created a message in the response. Here we will display as success. I will hardcode message as success. Let me just right click and create a node, and here I will hardcode as success. Click on validate. Validate the mapper. Go back. Click on save. We need to define the business identifier. I will define the business identifier and activate this integration. We will resume this class post that. I am here in the testing page for demo FTP write file integration. I have populated the sample body over here. So in the body, I have populated the details for two employees, that is for employee number 101 and 102, and with their respective details. And the first, if you see, is the CSV header. So while creating or configuring this FTP write invocation, we had check marked that first row will be a header. So we need to pass the header over here. If you are not passing over here, then you should have some provision in the mapper where you hardcode the first row while inserting the file. So I'm passing this dynamically at the run tab. Once you populate all the details, click on this run. So you will get the activity stream. If you just scroll down, you will get a message that is success. Now, if you want to know what details it had passed, we can just click on the I button and you can view. So we will directly go to the WinSCP and check the file. I am here in the WinSCP tool. So similar like FTP connection, in order to view the FTP server, that is the file server of Oracle Integration 3 instance, we can create a session for our FTP server providing the username, password, and the username password will be same like what we have used in the case of the FTP connection creation in Integration 3 instance. Along with that, we have to provide the IP address and port. That's it. Let me just refresh. So there is already a sample.csv file which we had used in our previous class to read the contents from this file. Now if I refresh this, we should have one more file, that is sample1.csv. So one it has added because we had used the sequence, that sample %sequence.csv. So sequence it will put like based on the previous file. So if the file is sample1.csv already present, it will put sample2.csv like that. Now let me just double click and open the file. So in this file, we are having the details for two employees which we had populated while testing over here. That is employee number 101 and 102. So like this, we can build the integration in order to write the file to FTP server with the help of FTP connection.